We learned this morning that an additional 6.6 million people have lost jobs and filed for unemployment benefits. Now, the real numbers are actually much worse than the official numbers, and I'll explain why in a moment. You might remember that 2 weeks ago, we learned that in the prior week, 3.3 million people lost their jobs. Last week, we learned that the week before, 6.8 million people filed for unemployment. And today we learned that last week, 6.6 million more people filed for unemployment benefits. That now gets us to 16.7 million people losing their jobs and filing for unemployment benefits in just 3 weeks. Now, to understand the magnitude of this, the labor force was right around 158 million before this started. That means 10% of the labor force has filed for unemployment benefits in the last 3 weeks. Now, the question is, can we trust that number? Well, we can trust it, but the real number is much higher. Why? Well, number one, there are tons of people who lost a job but don't qualify for unemployment benefits. Not every type of job necessarily qualifies for unemployment benefits. There are people who are working under the table, as the phrase may be. There are people in certain jobs where you don't qualify for unemployment benefits. So the real number is higher. And number two, the systems for filing have been so overwhelmed that there are tons of people who have been trying to file but couldn't. Unemployment is administered, managed at the state level. Like we have the department in the Massachusetts Department of Employment that manages Massachusetts unemployment. The websites are often not up to the task of handling the increased traffic. The phone systems are often collapsing. So there are lots of people who have been trying to file but haven't been able to. So in early May, the April unemployment report is going to be released, and it could conceivably hit 15% unemployment, which would be historically high. I mean, you have to go back to the Great Depression era where you had, 25% in 1933. We've not seen numbers like that, 15, maybe even we could get to 20% since. These are tragic numbers. It's going to take a long time to recover, regardless of Trump saying it's going to go up like a rocket and we're going to be reinstating everything very quickly. A lot of jobs are not going to be reinstated as the economy starts to open back up. Many restaurants and other businesses are not coming back. They are closed for good. It's going to be a long process. Many people will be starting essentially from scratch looking for new jobs. Now, a few reminders. Here is Donald Trump's Commerce Secretary, Wilbur Ross, saying just weeks ago that coronavirus will be good for the economy while giving us a hacking cough as he says it. Take a look.
I don't want to talk about a victory lap over a very unfortunate, very malignant disease. But the fact is, it does give businesses yet another thing to consider when they go through their review of their supply chain. On top of all the other things, because you had SARS, you have the African swine virus there, now you have this. It's another risk factor that people need to take into account. So I think it will help to accelerate the return of jobs to North America, some to U.S., probably some to Mexico.
So we can add that to the montage of really clueless people who have no idea what they're talking about. Now, in the meantime, and we're going to talk about this in the interview segment today, people still haven't gotten their $1,200 stimulus checks. From reports I'm seeing, the unemployment supplement from the federal government of up to $600 a week still hasn't started in many, if not almost all of the states that are through which people are receiving unemployment benefits, not to a significant degree, despite Trump's claims during his press conferences that billions and billions of dollars in the Paycheck Protection Plan funds have been doled out already. It seems that very few businesses have actually received any money so far. We're months into this thing now. And where are those benefits? Where is the money? These are very ugly numbers. They are made worse by the fact that the Trump administration has been so brutally behind on all of this. So we need a government that can actually behave responsibly and react quickly. We don't have it right now. There's a YouTube channel we're partnering with that I would love for you to check out. It's a channel called Upflip. You can get there by clicking the link below. Make sure you subscribe when you're there. Every week, Upflip uploads a new video where you get an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at a different small business, everything from real estate firms, coffee shops, auto repair shops. Each business owner shares a ton of really interesting insight about how they built their business, what it's like day to day, how they got to where they are. Fascinating to learn about other people's business strategies, how they found success. It's a great channel for anyone thinking of starting a business, already running one, or just people interested in how different business work. Perfect for people who like TV shows like Shark Tank and that type of thing. Check it out at davidpakman.com/upflip. The link is underneath the video. They are friends of the David Pakman Show. Make sure to subscribe when you're there. Click that bell icon to be notified when they upload new videos.